Do not buy Forza Motorsport if you're looking for a classic single player career experience, because it's gone. That gameplay loop that you're used to from past Forza Motorsports and Gran Turismos has been wiped out with this game. Now, before we get into the why, I want to tell you that I'm not trashing the game at all. I'm not here to criticize it. I'm not here to bash it. I'm not here to drag it down. I'm just here to tell you what to expect. And I feel for a lot of people that are going to be buying this game, they're expecting a great single player campaign. It's not. It's very, very poor. So to start off with, before we get into the nitty gritty on what's changed and why the career is not very good, within the career standard mode, there's only 25 events. That's very bare bones. Even if you just look at it, stand back and look at it from the top down, it's not very much single player content. It feels to me like this game is more the Gran Turismo prologue, cut down, bare bones, very little single player races. Basically, the single player in this game is only to get you used to online. It's more online focused. So I just want you to know what to expect. Now, the classic gameplay loop, what is it? What is the Forza Motorsport and Gran Turismo classic gameplay loop that we all know and love, and it is a revered loop that the series have had in the past? It is, see a race series you want to compete in, look at the requirements, go to the shop, buy a car to meet those requirements, take it into the garage, add some parts, whether that's power, handling, or a bit of both. Modify the car to match your driving style. Then you take that car that you've built and tuned into that race series, compete, earn credits, and rinse and repeat. That's the gameplay loop that we all know and love, that we expect, no less. It's gone. You can't do that anymore. And one of the main reasons why you can't do that anymore, there's two reasons why you can't do that. The first off is the way they've done the upgrade system. So you can't just buy a car and add upgrades to it anymore. You have to drive that car, whether that's in career mode, single player free drive mode, or online. Whenever you take that car out for a drive, you're earning experience. While you earn experience, you're going to be getting level ups, and each level up unlocks a set part. So no matter what car you use, whether it's a Vauxhall Corsa, an Evo 6, or a race car, you're going to earn the same parts at level 1, level 2, level 3, etc. And the starting parts are normally brake upgrades, few tyre widths, a few air filters, oil coolers, like the low down parts. Like, you're not really going to be able to bump a car up to a new class with the parts that are you earn before level 15, basically. And each car caps out at level 50. So there's 50 levels you can upgrade your car to. It's estimated that to get a car from 0 to level 50, it's going to take 5 hours of driving. That means driving wherever. It's a lot of time investment to be able to upgrade your car fully. Now, it wouldn't normally be a problem if they put races in the game which allow you to take cars and upgrade them, but they don't. The career mode's so bare bones, and it's not really cohesive enough to allow you to drive a car long enough to upgrade it to use it in more than one race, which I feel is very disjointed, and it's going to affect the fun factor for a lot of people. Not only that, maybe it's just me, but since Forza Motorsport 2, I've been on the Forza forums, and I know what people like. People like modifying cars, painting cars, taking a car, the most dilapidated rust bucket they can find, D-class car, upgrading it, engine swap, drivetrain swap, to try and get that to compete in higher class races. For example, I remember Forza Motorsport 2, you would take the old Volkswagen Golf, put a 4-wheel drive VR4 engine in it, 4-wheel drive system, and get it up to S-Class and see if you can compete. It's a lot of fun. Gone. Like a fart in the wind. If you want to get a Volkswagen Golf up to ARC class, you're going to have to drive it for 5 hours just to unlock the parts just for you to compete in that race series. Nobody's going to do that. It's not impossible, it's just improbable. People's time, I think people's time is valuable. We want to drive cars in certain race series. You can't do that. Now, I want to show you the races, the main career mode, how many races there are, and how disjointed it is. So this is the career. It's called Builders Cup, Build Your Legacy. This is the intro that everyone will do as soon as they enter the main campaign. You get a choice of 3 cars: a Subaru Impreza STI, a Ford Mustang, which is the car I picked, or the Honda Civic Type R, and they are B-class cars, if I remember correctly. Now, you do that, so you start off your Ford Mustang at level 1, you drive it through the 3 races in this series, and I think my car got up to level 5 by the time I finished the race. Sorry. Maybe. Hold up, wait a minute. Let me give you the correct info. Where are my cars? I want to show you. Level 15. So, by doing 3 races, and bearing in mind, I was playing on hard, so I restarted those races quite a few times. I got my car to level 15. It was probably about an hour and a half's play time. So let's just say 15 levels per hour and a half. Now in that time, I couldn't really get any modifications or anything. Nothing significant. I could barely break into A class with the mods. Now let's get back to the main race. So once you do that, this is the single player career mode. You've got 5 different tours: Modern, Enthusiast, Power, Legacy, and Open. And within each tour, there's 5 different series of races, or 5 different events. So 25 events total. That's not very much, lads. 25 events. Is it a joke? That's what I thought when I saw this. Now, normally, you expect things to be locked off from the player until you complete races. But look at this. Everything is locked. Locked until we complete this first race series, which looks like modern day hatchbacks. When we complete that race, we unlock Build for Sport. And then when we complete Build for Sport, we unlock that. We're used to that in games, aren't we, lads? The problem is, what if you want to take a car, one of your favorite cars, where is the race series that you can have that compete so you can level it up? It's not there. The game forces you to use select cars which you might never use again. Let me show you. So for this, starting the first one you play before you can unlock anything, we're limited to modern day hatchbacks. Maybe it's just me, but I can't see anywhere on this screen the requirements for this race series other than what the game's shown you what cars I can use. Now you might think, well, yeah, that's normal. If you click on it, it's quite good that it shows you what cars you can buy, and you can buy them from this menu. But it's not good, because it's clear that this race series is for C-class cars. What if there's a modern day car, hatchback, that's lower than C-class, that we would want to modify and bring it up to this race? We don't even know if that's possible. And it would be improbable to do that anyway because of the car leveling system. We don't want to go and drive that car for 5 hours to get the parts to get it into C-class. But we would like to know if the option's there. Where's the race requirements in case we want to race this again with a different car? It's so cut down in linear, it offends me. So that's just that. Now let's just say we picked that Renault Megane. We went through this race series with the Renault Megane to level it up. There's 5 races in the series, so let's just say we get 5 levels per race, which we don't. Level 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. We would have a Renault Megane at level 25, which we could probably spend enough points or parts on that to get it into, say, B, maybe A class. Where else could we race this car? Super sedans, premium performance, built for sport. Where's the French? Track specials, MX5 Challenger, German rivals, JDM Legends. No. Power Tour, Muscle, Fox Body, Pony Car. It's so restrictive. So the cars that you're going to be using in single player career mode, you're never going to use again. Now that wouldn't be a problem if you could just buy a car to match these things, but you have to level them up to be able to buy parts. It's completely lost on me why they've done this. Vintage hatch, we couldn't even use a Renault Megane in that. Retro tuners, classic sport. The only time we will use that car from that race series that we've been forced to buy in any other race is if we wanted to enter into a C, B or A class race, which in all fairness, we could use that car for these, but only after we've completed the rest of the career mode. It's not a single player game. It's a multiplayer with single player campaign tacked on. So yeah, lads, that's all I want to say. I didn't really want to waste your time very much. I just wanted to give you the facts on why you shouldn't buy this game if you're looking for a single player experience. I realised this shortly after buying this Mitsubishi Evo 6, which is my favourite car ever. It is a C-class car, which unless I take it out into online or hot lapping or free mode just to drive for hours endlessly, I would not be able to use this in career mode. And even if I did want to use it in career mode, there's no races in career mode that I can use it in unless I complete the majority of career mode. I feel it's a massive oversight. I would like to think it's an oversight and not a deliberate attempt to stunt people's enjoyment from career mode. So that's all it is, lads. Don't buy this if you're looking for single player career, because it's not there. The game does have other issues. Graphics look really ropey at times. Not a problem for me. I wouldn't even criticize the game for that. I just want a racing game where I can modify cars and compete in single player races. I can forgive a lot of things, but not that. Okay, lads, that's it. Just want to give you a heads up, a little bit of a warning on what to expect. I know this is due out on the 10th, a couple of days time. Hopefully you see this video before then, so you know what to expect. But don't expect a single player campaign. Take care and all the best.